point of this entire article is that somehow we're, once again, remember that term mom shaming that we brought up with the Kiki Palmer story a couple of weeks
Ugh.
ago? How oh, now all of a sudden I'm a mother, I can't have my fun now that I can't go out there and dress the way I want to dress and act the way that I want to act. It's like, yeah, it's called responsibility as an adult. It seems like you guys have a problem with growing up and accepting the responsibility that once you become a wife, once you become a mother, it's no longer just about you. You selfish. You know what? I wish Rob was here because he would definitely say it right now. But uh, God, Orange.
Is it this?
I'm gonna start with you here, just on this whole situation. Well, what's kind of your take on? Yeah, exactly, Josh. What's kind of your take on Sophie Turner and this whole situation with her divorce and her drinking, and why this seems to be a fundamental problem in a lot of relationships that people don't want to admit to?
Well, it seems that Game of Thrones really fucked this woman up. Uh, but when it comes to the drinking and stuff, maybe the reason why Jonas is kind of saying that maybe you should fucking lay off the drinking a little is because she has a fucking drinking problem. And when you are a young parent and you have kids, and if those kids are young and they need their, because when you got kids that are between newborn and 4 years old, they need you more than you need a day away from them. Yes, there are parents out there that love to have the kidless day where they can escape and do their little fucking play dates and shit. I don't support that, because here's the thing. You decided to have kids. You don't get to have those fucking things, because here's the thing. Those kids need you. They need to understand and build and learn from you. Having a freaking, I don't know, a nanny or whatever, freaking taking care of these kids all the time, they're going to imprint more on the nanny than they are on their own freaking parents. Then they're going to create a whole freaking problem. That's another risk when it comes to kids and young, or having marriage and children young. Now that's not always the case, because obviously there are exceptions, C.S. Johnson being one of them. But the thing is, this woman had a freaking drinking problem, so she should probably fucking go to rehab, and they should probably freaking let her fuck up. Here's the thing: let her fuck up. Let her self-destruct, because eventually either two things are going to happen. She's going to end up in jail, or she's going to end up in a grave. And if she ends up in a grave, she's the next fucking Chris Farley. If she ends up in jail, well, she'll probably end up like Chris Farley before he ended up in the grave. But the thing is, people like this, they can't be helped unless they freaking want the help. And when they want the help, they are going to be wanting it after they hit rock bottom. That is what needs to happen with Sophie Turner, because all this, I just want to freaking drink and fuck all the time. Guess what? Reality is going to set in, honey. You're not as pretty as you used to be, because you took all the fucking fat out of your face, and now you look like a 50-year-old J.K. Rowling. So I'm sorry, that ain't hot. And no offense, but most celebrities, when it comes to, oh, she's just hot, and it's like, yeah, but the personality fucking sucks. Nobody's going to want to sleep with somebody whose fucking personality is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's not all about looks.
And I want to point this out here too, because somebody actually just reminded me of this. I completely blanked on this years ago. I think it was 2016. She was at one of the Comic-Con appearances for Game of Thrones that year, and I believe they actually did catch her drinking on the panel. So this problem has gone back notably, at least 2000. I think 15 is when I first noticed it, but even there, because I was at that event, and I completely forgot about the moment where she got caught literally on a panel, like drinking. I think she was drinking some kind of like martini or vodka or something like that. But yeah, she like so this problem with her and alcohol goes back for years. Now here's the other side to this too, because people are thinking, oh, we're just slowly blaming her. No, in all honesty, I really am blaming Joe Jonas for this. Like I said, everyone has known about this for years. Everyone has known about her drinking problem. If the public knows about it, you know that the people close to her have known about it for quite some time. And despite that, he still decided to propose to this woman, to marry this woman, and to have 2 kids with this woman, knowing that she's had a problem this entire time that has never been in any way, shape, or form tried to rectify this situation whatsoever. So this is just as much Joe Jonas's fault than anyone else. These two should have never been together in the first place. If you knew that she was a partying wild child before you met her, I don't know why you thought that getting married was going to change the situation here. And this is what happened to a lot of guys. And this is kind of why I was pushing back on the original of this story, is that a lot of people try to act like that. Look, sometimes, oh, well, she just changed on me. This is not one of those times. It was very obvious the red flags here. You just simply chose to ignore him. And then all of a sudden, well, now you have to deal with the consequences because you didn't see what was already there and readily available to you right from the jump here. So